Getting on you because, brother, what's your nationality, bro? We can hold that. What's your nationality? Judah. So you a so-called black. All right. So why you don't believe? Let me ask you that.
Oh, shit. I've been baptized and all that, but
You've been baptized. You hear him? You hear him? He say he been baptized.
I used to go to Boys and Men and all that, but I don't think that it was for me.
Why?
I still believe, God, devil, because, there's an afterlife and all this and that.
Okay.
But I don't know.
What you see that made you not believe?
I just can't put my faith all the way like that. Something that I can't see and all that other stuff.
Okay. So what we out here to do is teach the so-called blacks and Hispanics. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
Oh, I don't mind listening though, I like gospel music and all that, stuff.
Okay, but you just can't prove it.
Yeah.
That's what you saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to prove it to you. That the so-called blacks, the Bible is a true book. It's not a fairy tale like the Christians try to make it seem. The Bible is a true book. This really happened to our people. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
We can prove this out of the Bible.
Yeah.
This happened. Now, we can prove this happened. Wouldn't that mean the Bible is a true book? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. Because when you say that you're black, right? What does it mean to be black? Don't mean nothing, right? Because are you really black? Look at your hand. It's brown, right? So why we call ourselves black? Exactly. African American, that's two white men. We don't come from white people, right? Nah. So why we call ourselves that? We want to go back to all the way to what the Lord called us, which would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. But what happened was we disobeyed God. You understand? I should get 15 for the brother. Because you're a humble brother. And you seem like you get it. It's just that no one taught you nothing. So we're going to go from the beginning. Give me 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So he said, if you're not obedient to my commandments, read.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is to the Israelites. He's saying, hey, the chosen people, if you do not obey my commandments, I'm going to curse you. That's what the Lord is saying. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Now, in the cities, all over the world, are blacks and Hispanics thriving? No. So it look like we matching this up already, right? Look like this. Are whites, are they thriving all over the world?
Yeah, but no.
Yeah. I mean, everybody dress up in suits, don't they? Why they dress up in suits? That's the white man impression, right? White man got militaries all over the place. White man trade all over the place. Right? Right. Asian people all over the place. They got banks, schools, East Indian man all over the place.
Bring it out!
They not on there, you right. Because they not of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's only the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're not the God of Israel. I mean, they're not the children of the God of Israel.
What'd you say? They ain't subscribed yet. So what I'm doing all this teaching for and nobody's subscribing to the page? It's time for you to subscribe. Subscribe to IUIC Los Angeles page. Get up on the latest scriptures, the latest news, the things we bringing out, because it's here for you. All right?
You understand? The God of Israel, only the God of the so-called blacks and Hispanics. You understand? What we learn in church is a narrative. The narrative in church is God love everybody. Whoever comes to the Lord will be underneath the Lord. No, that ain't how it go. When you read the Bible, it don't say that. He say, you read 1 and 1. I'm going to show you that. He only talking to the Israelites, to the whole Bible. Watch, I want you to listen to it. Read verse 1 and 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness.
So he wasn't speaking to everybody, just to Israel. And that's through the whole Bible, from the Old to the New. He ain't never talking to everybody on the planet. Because the white man got them niggas, they got gods. The East Indian, they got a god. Chinese men, they got gods. They don't need the God of Israel. You understand? So that Bible ain't got nothing to do with them. So now, let's go back. Let's go 16 again. So we already said, we cursed in the city, right? We getting shot down everywhere, right? We homeless everywhere, right? We in the jails everywhere, right? That's all over. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Now in the field. This happened to us in the field, right? Was that a blessing to be whipped? It wasn't, right? What's going on, bro? With the red hat. What's going on? What's your name? Darius. We going over our slavery in the Bible. You believe in the Bible? Yeah. We proving that you an Israelite. What's your nationality? African American. So we from the tribe of Judah. Alright? So the tribe of Judah went through this, right? So we reading about it in the Bible. Stick around. Yes, sir. Read. Oh, read verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now it said the Lord gonna bring us into Egypt again. Egypt is synonymous with slavery or bondage. So did we not go into bondage? So he said he's gonna bring us into bondage again on ships. Who went into slavery as a nation on ships? Did the white man go into slavery on ships?
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Said the blacks? Yeah, so-called blacks and Hispanics, right? Either you was already over here and you went into slavery on ships, or you was on the west coast of Africa and you went into slavery on ships. So either blacks or Hispanics, Native Americans went into slavery on ships. This is in the Bible. You understand? This is the proof that you are an Israelite in the Bible. You understand? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You ain't gonna see your homeland again. You ever been to Africa? Nah. And if you have, it's only been as one person, as a group of people. We ain't been back. Read.
And then ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now when we got here, wasn't we sold? Who was we sold to? The white man, which is our enemies, right? Right. And our enemies is the reason why that young man didn't want to take off his hat. That he was so into, he was a Christian, but he don't want to obey nothing that the Bible say do. Because the white man say you don't got to listen to the Bible. Just believe in your heart. That's the reason why you don't really believe that much, because what you saw at the church, you can't really get with it. There's something about it that ain't right. We all felt that. That's why we over here now. We was all in church. But then we was looking around like, I don't know, man, tithes and offering, I don't know. I don't really seem right. He keep trying to get my money, but I can't get nothing from the church. I can't ask no questions. He's sleeping with all the women. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know who I am. Who am I, Pastor? You a Gentile. I'm a Gentile. That's what was happening. We not Gentiles. We are the Israelites.
That's right.
We got to come back to the Lord.
Right.
That? So, now get 47. I'm proving to you that we are the Israelites. We got to come back. You can't continue to not believe. You got to keep asking questions. You can't just just give up. You understand? We get it. The Christianity is nothing but lies. So you got to quit that. But now you gotta fire. You gotta now look up. You gotta get with brothers like yourself. You gotta ask questions because Christ is returning. So either you gonna get right and be saved, or you gonna quit and get burnt up. Read.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
So we still gotta serve him, whether or not the church taught you or not. We still gotta serve him. Like today's a Sabbath day. There's no buying, selling, cooking on a Sabbath day. You understand that?
Yeah.
So going forward, no buying on the Sabbath. The church ain't gonna teach you that. But we will. But you gotta come amongst us, you understand? Otherwise, you're gonna go back into the world and still get burnt up. We get what the church taught you was lies, and the example that you got was nothing but foolishness. We get it. But you got good examples. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
And hunger. Because where you get that from? Starbucks, your enemy. They got a big ass idol on it from your enemy on the Lord's day. That's double whammy, triple whammy. Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. If you thirsty, where you gotta go? The store. Who owned the water bottles? Aquafina, Arrowhead. What about tap water? You don't pay your water bill. They cut it off. Read.
And in nakedness.
What about your clothes? Who makes your clothes? Who owns that? White people. Chinese people. What's going on, sis? You believe in God? Come talk to your brothers real quick. Read.
And in want of all things.
We're going over how we get to the kingdom of heaven. You want to get to the kingdom?
No, I do.
Come talk to your brothers in.
That's what I'm doing.
And one of all things, you want a driver's license? Where you gotta go? DMV, who own that? You want a job? Birth certificate? Death certificate? Anything you want, you gotta ask a white man.
Right.
You gotta hope he give it to you. And one of all things. Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a son.
Now these curses, the things I just read to you to prove that you're an Israelite, they're gonna be upon you as a sign. What's a sign do? Show you the way. I know you're an Israelite. I see the signs on you. I see your history. I see where you came from. I see where you going.
Right.
Read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
Those curses gonna be a sign.
And for a wonder.
And a wonder.
And upon thy seed forever.
Upon your children's children's children. So I'm gonna be able to see it on you forever.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation